do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Hey, what's up, you guys? You're now tuned in to Sex, Love, and Alcohol Podcast, where we talk about, relate, and debate about anything and everything that has to do with sex, love, and alcohol. You can find us here live each and every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. After we wrap, you can find us on each and every podcast streaming network. So make sure you guys tune in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And what would Sex, Love, and Alcohol be without hosts? We got Chrissy here in the building. We also have Miss Tiffany. She's here with us. And we also have two wonderful new hosts, Miss Empress and Miss Rain. You know, follow each and every one of us on Instagram. And also tell a friend to tune in to Sex, Love, and Alcohol. You know, each and every week we got new shows, guests, and everybody for your liking.
So, your bitch is your lines of hours.
I'm trying to get it. First of all, wait. I need to ask you again. Can we move this in bourbon? I'm the only guy here. We'll not be popping anyone off.
I think you guys like our spicy conversations. Why you guys keep coming back.
Now, the Evening Rush Network now has the app, so catch it on favorite podcasts all in one place at the Evening Rush Network app. That's right. So catch all your favorite shows. What are you waiting for? Download it now.
I could not have said it any better. So make sure you download that app to stay connected with us and up to date on all your favorite shows. And now it's almost time for the show. So pour yourself a drink and get ready and enjoy. And don't forget to subscribe to the Evening Rush Network and Sex, Love, and Alcohol.
Woo! Hello.
Hey, what's up, you guys? We are back with yet another show. Another day, new week, new blessings, new everything, man. It's a day, a week of everything. But we welcome everybody for joining us. And of course, we got, you know, your main host. We got, what is your name? Tiffany in the building. I'm sorry.
Like a necklace.
We have like a brain part. We have Tiffany, we have Empress, we have myself, Chrissy, your host for the evening. We are missing one, you know, family comes first. So you know what, we're gonna hold it down. Us three. You know, but she is here with us, you know, Rain is here. And of course we got Miss Rebel. We got Miss Rebel back with us again, you know, one of the fan favorites. You know, welcome back. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, ladies. I love being here.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Crazy ass behind.
You almost cursed.
Almost.
But I'm crazy, you know.
We only have 3 minutes. But yes, for those who are tuning in who don't know of Miss Rebel, she has been a guest many times on our show. And she is back again, and you know her for her mouth. You know, she's a little bit spicy.
You don't know what's gonna come out of that.
I just speak from the heart, you know.
Yes.
Beautiful yoni, you know, because where the throat is like the yoni, you know. It's like one and one.
Oh, this is Sex, Love, and Alcohol, you know. Oh, no holds barred, you know. It fits into the show.
That's right.
It fits into the show. But I hope everybody has had a wonderful week. You know, Tiff and Empress and everybody. I hope everybody's week is going well.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. My week was tough. I'm gonna keep it real and thorough. Real tough week.
Well, I pray everything gets better. Everything needs to get better. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So it's positive energy into the atmosphere, you guys. You know.
Yes.
I receive it.
Of course. And of course, I'm trying to share. I'm always doing this when we freaking come live. Jesus Christ.
Because I feel like people pay attention more when you do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it as we're on. Oh, I don't like this bitch. Let me unsend her. Sorry.
No, so we even make it 5 minutes, guys.
And then we start.
At least I caught myself. You see, I caught my mouth.
So be mindful who I send stuff to. It's like, I don't like you. I don't like you either. Nope.
Wow. I think a lot of people.
Does anybody have anything positive to share? Any success stories this week? Anything other than
I made it. I made it to Friday alive.
You
My
know
husband
what?
just got back from the
That's a
army,
success story.
so
That's right.
I've been seeing all the love. I was like, oh, he's back. I said, the energy is there. I see the good vibes. I know.
we're made it. You know what I mean? There's no specific happiness towards anybody specifically.
Hey, Nicola. Yeah, no, she don't know what good behavior is. Sorry.
Who?
She doesn't know. Chrissy.
Me?
She doesn't.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, they telling her to behave.
Direct to Chrissy.
Yeah, they told her
Yeah,
she need to behave.
I'm trying. I'm trying. But okay, I'll share the rest of this later because I can't. So, but one thing I did want to do today before we start the show, shout out to Tiffany and her businesses. I did want to shout out some people who do have businesses going on. Make sure you guys follow Your Story is Our Story for all your event planning needs, any kind of things you got going on. Summer is this summer officially summer yet? Right, this week, right?
It's
no,
summer.
on the 21st. So we start spring. Yeah.
This week, yeah. This week starts
Today
the official
is
summer.
16.
So for those who, please hit up Your Story is Our Story for all your event planning needs, all those things that's going on. Shout out to Mr. Fuji Fresh. He is a photographer. He does a lot of amazing work. I will be tagging all these people on the Sex Love and Alcohol page. Make sure you hit up for the photographer needs, professional celebrity photographer. You'll have dope video shoots, drones, whatever you need. Trust me. He's even trying to do international shoots now. Like whenever you want to do a shoot, fly out to a certain island and do shoots with you guys. So trust me, it's a beautiful thing. I do have my friend Sin. She does travel itineraries. Again, I'm gonna put her thing is travel with Sin or something like that. Don't get me to fucking. I was trying to have all this ready, and I'm not. I don't have it ready.
Too much alcohol, Chrissy. Before the show.
Yes, and also of course, Fit Body 101. Make sure you guys hit him up to get your body in shape for the summer. Okay. Listen, it works. Whatever he be doing, it works. Like you might be a little bit of pain.
Right tight.
No, you might be in a little bit of pain, but it works. It does work.
You're gonna want to fight him. That means he's doing the right job. If you want to fight him, that means you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, so just listen. I'm just trying to.
Hey, Raquel, how you doing, boo? Beauty's man, hey, boo. Look at my good peoples coming on time
and saying hello. Hello, you guys.
We love
everybody.
And we also have for all the natural hair people out there 4C Moisture. You can just put in 4C Moisture in Instagram and it comes up. Yes. When I say for people who have that thick, natural, no chemicals, none of that. If you're a dread, if you're just a regular, listen, everything that you need for your hair to make it grow and be natural and vibrant and not all dried out and stuff like that. They have really good stuff. So make sure you hit them up as well for all your hair products and all those needs for the summer. The heat don't do none of us no good with none of this hair. So sometimes the wigs don't be wigging and you got to wear your natural hair outside. So hit them up.
He said the wigs don't be wigging.
Oh, it don't.
Yeah, wigs are supposed to look like it's at least a little close to your hair. Nowadays, you just can tell where it starts and where it ends. That's not wigging.
Trust me.
Right?
Oh God! So Rebel said, "Kick that shit off, okay, sis? Because
you don't need two hats on. You ever see? I'm just never mind. Moving on."
Hey, Fat Boo! Happy Friday!
I do have one more, which she don't need no promo because she's doing amazingly well. Tammy Hair Studio, shout out to her for actually lacing my baby girl's hair.
When I say gorgeous, by the way, say that she looks so gorgeous.
Thank you. When I say melted, that she looks like it grew out of her scalp. Trust me, if melted on, okay. So hit up and again, Tammy Hair Studio, exactly how it sounds. Tammy Hair Studio. Hit them up on Instagram. They are local here in Queens, and they do amazing work. So trust me, you're disappointed. And if you actually want hair, they actually sell bundles, hair, wigs, whatever you need, and good quality shit that will last. I have one wig that lasted 3 years already. And counting. So the hair is very good quality, it's inexpensive, and she does lace it for you if you buy from her. So
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Shout out to you, Tammy. We see you, girl.
She gonna get that wig slay, bitches.
And I can't forget Miss JS Rum Punch. Okay, Miss J. I have been promoting this rum punch since day one on my show. If you go back,
Oh, we had some of that.
That's
last
right.
season.
I remember.
if you go back to my first, I've been always had. It's called JS Delights 1876 on Instagram. When I say they have like sorrow rum punch, mango rum punch, fruit punch, the original, whatever you need, peach, watermelon. But when I say this shit will fucking have you, you'll be cool, mellowed out, man. You know, it'll hit you later. But the shit is amazing, especially you blend it up with some ice and have a little frozen. The shit's great. It's nice and thick. I'm just trying to tell you. So you guys hit them up for your drink is out.
You chilling in your backyard and you want to drink, hit her.
Please, this rum punch has been to me to Dubai, to Egypt. This rum punch been traveling in my bag. So some of those countries you can't buy liquor. You can't buy liquor in the airport. So she wraps them up in that bubble shit, and I put it in my suitcase. And that shit travels with me. It has been with me to countries. Trust me.
That's what's up.
Works.
Yeah,
I believe it.
Hey, which airport can we buy liquor in?
Dubai, there's no liquor. Like there's no, like when you go to Dubai, there's no liquor there's no town, no liquor sold. Like, and so you got to come with your own alcohol.
Don't they? And you're not allowed to curse in Dubai.
Yeah, but it happens. That happens. You can't do a lot of Dubai. You can't curse. You can't be naked. No nudity. You can't be no fucking on the balcony. So none of that. So
no fucking on the balcony.
Oh
no. How they gonna stop?
Noted.
What you mean no stop? You go to jail. Like you in jail.
Oh, ain't nobody trying to be locked up abroad. All right. All right.
Just hurt
I'm forgetting something too. I'll be upset.
You go straight to
jail.
And you know, I love my balconies. I look for balconies. I look for
I need my swim up pools. I need a swim up room.
He said that's
why. That is funny. He said that's why he ain't going there. You know what? I'll be locked up first night. Who you telling if she just told me this? Bitch, clink the first night because I'm trying to bust it wide on the balcony the first night.
I mean, I get a balcony to smoke and for a balcony to be bent over that motherfucker.
Can you even smoke there?
Muslims, they smoke.
What, hookah? You can probably smoke hookah.
Yeah, hookah. They smoke.
And that's why like
talking about. I ain't talking about no hookah. No.
That's why like the best place to get hookah is there or Egypt. Like
but we ain't talking about
no, I ain't talking about no hookah. I want that ganja.
But yes, and also don't forget about our own Empress who does tarot card readings too. So make sure you hit all your tarot card needs.
That's right. Check my YouTube channel, Imperial Empress Tarot LLC. Check me out. I'm going to be posting something new probably this weekend. It's just
I'm foreseeing some stuff in my job, everything. Like she good money, son. Make sure you hit her up for your tarot needs, no matter what you want to know in life. Like she got you. She got you.
I need to read an after the show.
Got you.
we had 13 minutes. Sorry guys, I try to prolong it a little bit to give people time to tune in. But today's show, if you are just now tuning in, I didn't even mention it, but today's show is dating in 2023, good, bad, or ugly? Is marriage overrated in 2023? What are your thoughts on bisexual or same-sex interactions within relationships? And are poly relationships really for the Black culture? That is our topic for today.
So you better not say you're an Aries, Nat. You don't like Aries. Scorn.
Why?
That's scorn. I mean, jaded, but we definitely got some experience with some Aries over here.
I mean, to answer the first question, what was the first question again?
I don't remember. The first question was, is dating in 2023 good, bad, or ugly? Like basically good, bad, or indifferent.
I would have to say from looking at my girlfriends dating right now, it looks indifferent. But I think there's like so many different moving parts as to what you walk into, what you want the dating to be like. For some people, it's like, I'm just here for the fun. I want to enjoy your peace. I want to enjoy your time. I want to enjoy, whatever that peace looks like for you and I. There's no trail to longevity. It's just us. When we link up, we have a good time. Then I've seen my girlfriends date and they want a relationship and they're only going in for the good time because they hope that the guy and or themselves would say, you know what, I want this to go somewhere else. But it doesn't always seem to end so good. So I'm gonna have to put thumbs down for dating in 2023. I think some people just are giving up. That's what it looks like. Giving up their morale, giving up their standards, giving up their reason for even wanting to be in a committed relationship.
The dating
That's my take on it.
Is fucking horrible.
The dating pool has pee in it. That's what I was thinking as you were speaking.
Pee, bitch.
Pee. Fucking UTI pee.
The
dating pool has pee in it. I guess I can only speak for myself, but like it's so hard to like really meet people that are even worth your time giving your number to, trying to get to know. It's like I don't know. I just feel like a lot of it is like there's so many people I meet that are just not worth it. Like just not worth it.
Well, like what's the missing? Like what's missing when you do find that good dating? What's missing?
Gosh, this is gonna sound terrible, but like I feel like most people are just like lacking like some sort of depth to them, like some sort of realness in a way. Goal. And again, it's not everyone, because I definitely met someone recently that I think is cool that I'm interested in getting to know, but it's not everyone. But you gotta you gotta weed them people out, and everybody that approaches you is not worth your time.
That part,
that whole part.
I think too in dating, just like from my experience in the past of dating, the impression that a person gives can last so long until you both come into a situation where you have to kind of like either make a decision together to get through that challenge, or you recognize that that person is incapable of actually facing that challenge. And that benefit of the doubt, it's exposing so many different flaws. And granted, everybody needs like time to grow. And I think dating is helpful in that way. I think you can find different things that you do like, or things that you're willing to grow in within yourself through dating. But truly, like you said, like I said earlier, I just see my friends kind of going into situations right now, dating, where, right now the guys are kind of like acting like city boys, like they're fighting for the double standard rather than fighting for clarity.
Not the city.
Just kind of saying like I'm making it very clear all I want is sex. Like, and then I think that it's because there's some sort of like unspoken agreement that everyone's after security, but not really knowing how to do that for themselves. So they're always looking for other people through the dating pool. Who's going to secure me? Who's going to take care of me? And I think that's kind of not everybody, but some people.
Yeah,
you can't look for someone to complete you. You kind of have to feel that way on your own, And like I do feel like a lot of people do settle either out of loneliness or horniness. I don't know, but I mean, I'm tired of seeing people settle.
You can't even settle for horniness, because the dick that's out here nowadays, let me tell you,
the dick is not worth the trouble. It's seriously almost not even worth the trouble. Like get a toy. I don't know. Like just do it yourself. I don't know.
Did y'all hear that? Men, if y'all men are listening, did y'all hear what y'all just y'all can't even swing it no more. You can't even batter up. You can't even talk about it.
He feels like dating is a good thing. He just feels like people need to be more honest with each other and stop having hidden agendas. That's very true. I think that taps into what Rebel was saying with the friends as well. Like if you just looking for a dick, then you just need to be looking for a dick. And that is fine. It's fine.
Yeah. It's fine. Say that.
Yeah.
Just say
that. Yeah.
If you're looking for something more, like, are you dating with intentions? Like, be clear with that as well. Because if you're lying to yourself just to have some kind of hoo-ha going on,
or someone to be on your phone hitting you up, like I don't know, like people be lonely. I feel like people just
and sometimes you just want conversation.
Sometimes you want a bond.
Validation. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people look for validation but they try to act like they so sure of themselves. But you know,
no, not me.
Hey,
You didn't get the full
Shamba, how you
platter.
doing, Mr. Brown?
no, it's all about honesty when it comes to dating in 2023. Straight up.
Yes, I'm here for that. I'm in agreement with that, even though I'm not dating.
And
I was about to say, bitch, I'm gonna need you to clarify.
I'm clear. I'm not dating, but I'm just saying, like, being a friend watching your girlfriends go through it, it's you know, I know my boundaries. I know how much to share, how much not to share, because it's important to let everyone, again, go through those growing pains and decide. But I always tell my girlfriends, set those boundaries. If he's so fun that you can't resist having sex with him, make sure you save up some money and get a really nice hotel, because bringing him home makes him too comfortable. He's not willing to give you or meet you halfway with your standards, or even have a plan as to what y'all gonna do together, right? Because I'm not here for the whole, he got to take care of me all the time. I'm here for the partnership. I'm here for the sharing. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind being taken care of. But when I look at my girlfriends, I'm like, listen, have fun, but one, protect yourself, right? Not just physically, but emotionally, right? If you know that you're so quick to fall in love, then you need to start pacing yourself so that when you do go out there to just have fun, having fun doesn't turn into you on his arm everywhere he goes, and he's dodging you and creating, not that he should be lying or anyone should be lying, but he feels the need not to hurt your feelings, so he goes and makes up excuses, and just so that he could entertain somebody that probably is on his vibe. So I think that's important too, having those boundaries while you're dating, not necessarily having your guard up, but just saying, okay, I'm gonna stick to the, he can't come, you know, to the crib until I feel like I can trust him to be what he showed me in his patterns to be. That's my only thing.
Well, baby, you seem like everyone is agreeing with you.
Yeah. You also got to realize too, if a man is actually telling you from the front what he wants from you, which is nothing but just sex, then you have to respect that too. And if he wants nothing but just sex, then you know damn well you shouldn't be bringing nobody to your motherfucking house, because you're not going to change. Don't think in the back of your mind that you're going to be like, you know what? I know that's what he wants, but he doesn't know what I can do. He doesn't know what I'm capable of.
You cannot change nobody. Stop that. That shit never works.
Nope.
That shit never works. Stop trying to change people.
But it definitely goes into what Mr. Brown was saying. It starts by letting go of the representative in the beginning and starting with the truth. I wholeheartedly, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly
take off the mask. Who are you really? Like we were saying in the last show, ask 1,000,001 motherfucking questions.
Because I don't have time.
Yeah. If you keep them talking long enough, soon they'll reveal themselves.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't know, maybe it's because I've been in a relationship for so long, but what do you all think about like dating and doing the things that's not so fancy? Like maybe going rock climbing as a date, or going hiking as a date.
That's a total date.
I ain't in for any of that natural shit. I don't want to go rock climbing. I don't go hiking. But you talking about like a little something outside of that. Yeah, I'm down for it. But no, not at all. I ain't hiking.
Something active. Maybe even like, you know, game night with the girlfriend. See how he acts around your girirlfriends. Is he only polite to you, or is he a polite person? You know? I like that because
I'm totally down for the adventure. Unlike Tiffany, I can do the whole adventure. We can
do an adventure. We can do a scavenger hunt. Isn't that adventurous?
Seriously, Tiffany. No, but I am in agreement with Rebel too. Like I'm one of those people that be like, "What do you like to do?" Like that's my first thing. I was like, "Do you swim?" I always ask people if they can swim because bitch love water. So I always ask, "Do you know how to swim?" Like, you know, how's your paddle skills? Can you float?
Dirty.
Like
my mind went mad dirty.
Here we go. Where go over?
Because I got waves.
No, but like that's always one of my questions, getting to know people. Is like, what do you like to do? Like, and I actually throw stuff out. Just don't sit there today. Be like, my mom, like, listen, do you like to do this? You like to, like she said, rock climbing. Like I was watching a post the day that like somebody actually took their coworker out and on a date because they've never been on a date in like years, and they feel like less than, like they're not able to be around like women. Like he felt like insecure. So she actually asked him out on a date, and they actually went to go do that VR video game thing when you put the
the virtual reality. It's actually pretty cool. I was like, wow, that was like something I would actually do. The thing is that you want something fun. You want to make sure this person can be themselves around you.
That
whatever. Like you don't want somebody that's always constantly stuck up, and then you go out to eat and they're trying to make sure they hold the knife and fork properly because their mama never taught them proper etiquette. Little shit. Like, no. If you with your fingers, you with your fingers. Just use the two. Just use two. Don't use your whole fork. Don't use all 10 fingers. Like
right. And you know it's crazy because I had started talking to someone, and what really gravitated me to this person too is because it was always open to doing something. It could be a restaurant. It could be like, hey, are you open to going out into, you know, the boroughs doing different things, like a rooftop cinema? And I'm like, I like that you always wanting to do something. It's not always in house or won't you come over and
Netflix and chill.
Right. Because, you know, get me out to do something. And I actually enjoyed that. Stimulate the mind.
Stimulate the mind for sure.
And like, I just want to, there's a lot of ladies on here, and go-kart is a thing because I love me some fucking go-karting, okay? Like now it's getting nice outside, and well, I know people tune in from all over the states, so in all different kind of states, so but here in New York, like it's really nice in the evening time. So like even if you go to Target, you know, everybody, Target guys a one-stop shop. Go to Target or the dollar store and get little things to do, little picnics, whatever, and just go out and sit by the water, by the bridge, and make your own little picnic and just sit and relax. Like you don't technically have to, and mind you, that's so inexpensive. And y'all can even get some KFC on the way to the damn fucking thing.
Get some Sonics if you're in Queens. Get a milkshake. Love me a milkshake.
No, but I'm saying there's some stuff that's like so inexpensive, that's so creative to actually wind down. You don't always have to go to a fancy restaurant. You don't always have to do all of those things. It's like it's nice on occasions, but you know, think out the box, do something different. And then, like, honestly, if you're really getting to know somebody, like some of us get paid bi-weekly. I'm just trying to say those who pay, you know, I'm just saying. But
realistically, though, I mean,
I'm not saying go out every week, but like, you know, while you got that little extra, like try to plan
innovative. Yeah. Planning. But I think also with dating, it would be nice if we planned more, right? Like show me how you plan and show me how your punctuality is. And yes, I'm going to take a long time, so add an extra hour in there, right? Be considerate that I'm being extra, right? Because
and don't forget road trips are a thing. Short weekend getaways, 2-day trip getaways. Being locked in a small space with somebody for a long period of time will really see if you can be around somebody. So even getting in that car,
you learn that motherfucker. You will learn
real quick.
Trust me, even like their music choices. Because after a while, you're like, all right, this ain't it. Then y'all start.
Right, we don't listen to Keith Sweat like 5 times, bro. Change the station.
Listen, the car said for him. Nat said for him, he's an Aries and he likes to have fun. He works hard all week. So to go on a date and let loose and enjoy, he's with all that smoke. He's a whole vibe. He said. Yeah. All right, ladies, he's a whole vibe, even though he an Aries. But he said he a whole vibe.
But that's Aries. Though.
Love me some Aries.
They're very outgoing. So yeah, you can do that with an Aries.
So Mr. Brown said it might sound corny, but he does enjoy walking through Prospect Park and talking.
I do too. That's nice, Mr. Brown.
That's intimacy.
But I do also agree with him. Planning is hard sometimes with dating, and then especially with each other's lives. So I've learned to loosen the chain with that, because with my life, with my kids, business, everything that's going on, things can go awry sometimes.
Yeah.
But you need to communicate this with me ahead of time. Don't wait until I done made all these plans to get a sitter and because you get ixnayed so quick. I don't give two shits if it's your grandmama in the hospital. I want to date in the hospital.
You know, I said that to someone. His car broke down, and I was like, "Well, let me see a receipt. You got to fix. Let me see a receipt." And I asked my sister if I was wrong, and she was like, "Kinda." I was like, "No, fuck that. Let me see a fucking receipt."
I wouldn't go as far as
Empress, what made you ask for the receipt?
Because I knew he was lying.
It was good.
And did he send it?
No.
Okay, well, there you go. You didn't do anything wrong.
There's that.
I'm here for it.
Oh, okay.
I do not know how to pronounce your name, and I don't want to shred it at all. So I'm just going to skip the name, but you know what you wrote. So I'm going to read it out loud. Some ladies, all they know is going to restaurants because they believe that's the only place they can have a conversation.
That's not true.
Or get a meal.
No, it's not true for most, but some do because that's the only thing they see.
Yeah.
On did he take you to the fancy dinner?
Those are small-minded women. No.
Or all they know and all they be around. So I do agree. I do know some people that think like that.
That's really
they do, but I think that's when okay, so not just pointing the finger at men, but since it's a man, it might be a man asking. Okay, well anyway, whether it's a man or female,
that is a man.
Okay, so as a man, maybe rather than thinking what she might want to do, like maybe you'll do dinner sometime other time, or maybe you'll do dinner the same day, but still come with a plan to introduce her to something new. I think if you're going to go in a relationship, or if you're dating and you're hoping that maybe the person has a connection with you that goes in a relationship, it might be helpful to show effort, right? Than to just say, I'm gonna do whatever you want. Like this ain't coming to America. He chose the woman that would challenge him, that would make him think. Not the woman that's gonna be like, whatever you want, whatever you want.
Did that go over everybody else head? I know I'm not the only one that caught that.
No, whatever you like.
Whatever you like. Like, right. No, some people don't want that. Some people want someone to challenge them and say, you know what, I've never done this before. And even if it doesn't last long, you've just given that. You've just given that.
Did I pronounce it right? Eden?
Oh.
Call him Timmy.
Call him Timmy. But did I pronounce it right? You said your name isn't hard to pronounce, so I feel like you was coming for me. So I'm going to try to pronounce it now.
Lord have mercy. I got to start it.
It's an African name, so I doubt you're going to pronounce it right.
He said it's not hard to pronounce, but...
Is that Brennan?
So Eden?
I invited Brennan. I don't know if he used his last name or something, but that's Brennan. Hi, Brennan.
Oh, see...
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
You got it.
I did it right.
But yeah.
You see, okay, he said he actually Nat said he actually likes to cook a dinner at home, feel the vibe, might be better than going out, my opinion. That's true, but some females might feel like that's too much because it's your home. That's your space.
Right. It's a lot of control factor there.
They do now have things where you could do couple cooking. Wait, what'd you say, Chrissy?
Like a cooking workshop?
No, because some females too, like, see how he says he likes to cook or whatever? Like, some females, because I talk to a lot of different people with their points on and views on things. It's like some females like, oh, he trying to get me to his house, like he just want to fuck me. Like, no, some people actually do want to just cook for you and cater to you and just get to know you. It's not always going to end up in sex, but that's where females' mind frames are, and getting to know people off the in the beginning, it's very hard to actually get them into your home. So everybody wants to go outside first, so public setting first before they
that's very true. That's very true.
They actually like make it to that point. Like the second date, you can probably cook for me if the first date goes well. And I know
cook for me and bring that shit to the park. Meet me. We could take a walk and eat.
I was just thinking that. Cooking. Let's bring it out somewhere. But I do appreciate a man that can cook though.
Yeah, definitely.
I most definitely.
If you bring the table and chair, but I don't want to sit on the grass.
What? You could feed me and eat me. We're gonna have a great time.
All day. I'm for it.
It's fucking good.
I love it.
See ya, hey boo, how you doing?
I didn't.
Glamping. You want it,
Sean? Yes, I'm glamping all day. Okay, I'm not into. Listen, okay, my Oma, she's German. Okay, she is that true woman. Okay, red hair, green eye woman. Okay, so I've done the Niagara Falls because she into all that hiking shit, that kayaking shit. That she's into all of that, and I had to do it because I was younger, and so I experienced it. So I don't want to hear no one fucking tell me, "Oh, well, have you tried it before? You don't like it?" Yes, I have, and I don't like it. So don't try to make me do it now. Okay. Let me just clear the air because
she's been
this one over here hard all over me trying to comfort me. I tried it and I don't want it.
I'm here for an adventure.
I am not sleeping outside in the tent. I'll go find a cabin. Y'all hoes sleep in the tent.
A cabin is cool. Yeah, I'm not doing the tent either.
I don't want to sleep on the ground either. I want to glamp in an RV. But
I'll sleep in a tree before I sleep on the ground.
A tree. Okay, we can build me a hammock.
Build a hammock. We're getting somewhere. Hello.
I'm not putting my head on the ground either. Like, I don't want to put my head in no grass. Sleeping bag or not. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yo, Nat said real men don't chase pussy at all. Sorry to say it like that, but whether we at home, my house, or going out to dinner, if my motive is chasing that box, it really doesn't matter to a man where we at. That is very true.
Yeah, that's true.
So
sidebar.
Side.
I don't know if you're single or got a girl, got a wife, but we doing a dating game, sir. And if you want to be part of our dating game, come the fuck through, because you might be a good little catch to throw out there to some people. I'm just saying. But continue.
Okay, I hope you're available. Let us know what your schedule is. You're hard working during week, so next, sir. Okay, don't worry, we gonna get you those details. So Eden said he support the park thing because so many ladies have experienced that will not make them comfortable with the home thing.
Yeah, definitely bring your home cooked meal to the park. We eating. What's up?
Yes.
She said, I'm not getting on nobody.
There's a table. I'm not sitting on no one's ground. I'm sorry to tell you.
They got tables at the park.
See, thank you, Tia. You not getting in nobody's canoe. Not jumping in no lakes. Not camping. You after my whole heart.
Oh man, but
Narrabee kissed my whole ass. Okay?
Oh, true.
But Nat said he did. All right, Nat. So when it's time for the show, I don't want to hear you say, "Oh, you got to work." You better make your work schedule work around.
A dating game. Okay, yeah. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Good luck.
She gonna come and view it. She gonna be.
I'm gonna be like this in the window.
She gonna be in the audience talking all types of shit.
No, she gonna be there. You know, she gonna be there, and intermission doing her spoken word. We're gonna have all this set up.
That's right. Come on now, let's figure it into existence. I'm gonna be in there just calling that out. All right, but imagine doing all this dating, giving all these tips about what we can do to plan to really get connected, all to stay 2023. What? Marriage? That's overrated. What do y'all what's like? Come on, can we get the comments going? What are y'all thoughts on marriage? Is it overrated? What is marriage really supposed to be? Like? Not just the root of where it came from, but what is it? Like, even a person like myself who's in a situation, it just feels like, what is this supposed to be about for real? Because you can't leave. That's what it feels like.
Wait, hold on, Rebel. We need to pause you for 1 second. 1 second. Why? Because Mr. Brown done threw a fucking sidebar in here like he always do and started goddamn fire. Here he go with sorry, no home cooking while we dating. Tia, this is what I'm talking about. He always doing something. Really? What?
Mr. Brown, but why? How's she supposed to know? How's she supposed to know? This is supposed to be, I thought dating was supposed to be like the test drive.
Right. So you can't get a home cooked meal.
That's like the audition. What if she cooks for you? You want her to cook for you?
I'm sure he does.
Of course, I'm just saying because
no, he's probably not allowed in the house at all. She probably can't cross over the threshold if they're dating. He probably not.
But you know what? I love a man.
Is the hose allowed in the backyard?
He said what?
I'm hoping the hose allowed in the backyard if they're having a barbecue or something.
That's messed up. That's so.
I'm just, Mr. Brown. I'm gonna need you. I can't.
Mr. Brown, I need to know.
I see something.
Is it a standard? Are you trying to hold
he
out?
Said they outside until he sees something real.
Until he sees like in seconds or months? What are we talking about?
How long does that take?
Right? Are we talking months, like years?
Well, what is real?
Mr. Brown?
What is real? I don't know. I don't ever fake it. So what would a person do on a date that would be like deemed as not real? I'm confused.
You said y'all always outside.
Okay.
Oh,
but okay. But
okay, back to
marriage.
Yes.
Marriage in 2023, is it overrated? That's a really good motherfucking question.
Marriage to me is not overrated. Marriage is still a thing, and I'm praying for marriage number 2. I'm so sorry.
I'm here for marriage and monogamy couples. I'm here for it working. I want to believe in it. Okay, I truly do. But I do see the challenges that most people have in 2023. It's like very tempting. You still got a lot of men who are still non-committal or whatever, or you still social media, like there's still a lot of temptation. So I guess it's hard to find people who want to really give marriage a real go. I've seen a lot of people get married just off the health insurance. This person, my partner got good health insurance, or this could be a good business deal. Or like, I guess the kids, like I feel like a lot of people get married for maybe the wrong reasons, but what happened to, I don't know, people still married for love. Like, I don't know.
Ooh, this is making our comments jump here. Okay, first let's start with mother of two. She said marriage is about faith, trust, team player, love, and honor. Then Eden said marriage is overrated to some people because all they focus on is the marriages. Can't we just emulate the marriages that are moving in good direction? But I will say this, do we have a lot of examples of that? And are a lot, I feel like now in podcast world, a lot of good marriage couples are willing to, talk now and be an example. But you can't always find that in your family.
And a lot of people have not seen good marriages growing up.
Never even seen it.
So Nat said being married is definitely beautiful, but it's definitely not for everyone. In 2023, this country has made marriage more of a business commitment to me than what it used to stand for. Well, yes, because if you want to talk about it, that's why they was jumping down Rihanna's throat, and that catch-22 and all that bullshit, because they trying to say, oh, the only reason why she says she good on marriage from A$AP Rocky is because she got the bag, and he don't got the bag. And if she get married, that's gonna fuck up their business or whatever the case may be. So Nat, you jumping onto that, I feel like, and how people do view some things as a business transaction. Mr. Brown says, real is knowing she the one I want to settle with. We dating. I got to see who you really are. Again, you don't want to see her representative. Okay. Oh God, Tia. Oh shit. Okay. So Tia said, damn. Tia said she married, but she over it. Oh God. She said she want to go outside. God, how about that? Oh God. Goddamn. All Eden, you right. All they focus on is the bad ones. Sometimes that is very true, and that's why I feel like some people don't have such a great role model when it comes to marriage. Sometimes,
like the divorce rate is high. Like, damn, there's so much shit that could end a couple, or finances, cheating, all of that shit plays a factor. Sometimes you think you know a person and you really don't know them. I don't know. It's so much that goes into marriage in 2023, but honestly, I feel like it's more for business than people are marrying for love.
Listen, Tia got people wanting to jump out their marriage. Tia, goddamn it, you got people wanting to be outside with you. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
And
I bet your husband is calling you now.
Listen. Empress said it. It's UTI in the dating pool. So if it's UTI in the dating pool, it's probably HIV in a marriage. I'm just saying.
Oh no.
Well, Nicola says she's over the marriage shit too. She said she's over.
I think ultimately, because at least as a young woman, I don't have anybody close to me that I could say I'm gonna go ask him for marital advice. And then the elders are so keep your mouth shut. If he cheats, all men cheats, be quiet. Like, let it be. That's the advice that I've been getting for, over X amount of time that I've been with my husband. And it's like when things
cheat in peace, if you're
not right, or you're weak if you think that it's not going to work and you don't put any effort in. So there's no reassurance. There's no tools. There's no try this. And if you do go see a therapist, you know what I mean? You got to be careful who you're talking to. Your therapist might end up sleeping with one of with one of the person in your relationship. Because that can end up turning into favoritism. And I know that they're not supposed to, but in the relationship, it's about how do we come to common ground nonetheless. because you're not going to agree on everything. But the principle of a relationship, I think, starts in dating. If you do not have the same principles in dating, can it change? Yeah, but maybe not with each other, maybe not in that moment, maybe not during that time. It might need time away from each other to decide or to learn and to experience outside of that relationship. Because going to marriage is like, like, I mean, if it's a business transaction, what do I need your last name for? Because I mean, no, but I just want to know what is the point of taking on somebody's last name? What is the point? I'm coming in blind. Tell me, what's the point of marrying? What is the point of taking on your
again, I
spouse's
think
last
that
name?
depends. If it's a business transaction, you don't need to take the motherfucking last
but
name. But if it's not,
a family, and you know,
Mr. Brown said you don't need to be listening to them damn people any goddamn way. Let's start with that.
Right.
And then he also said, you know, people are, and I do agree with this as well. People are quick to say, "Fuck it, I'm getting divorced." No one is fighting for anything anymore. I do agree with that. And you, Eden, I agree with you, boo. Because once I get married, that's the fuck it. Okay? He said, "Ain't no divorce on his end. His marriage gonna work." Put it in the atmosphere. Yes. Oh, okay. Tia, her ass she got back into the group because her husband, you know, was calling her ass because she's out there doing too much flat rapping. But her husband back here had to go get a bottle. I bet he did. Oh my God. You know what, Tia? You about to start some shit on here. See, okay. She said they're beefing over the kids mostly. Interesting. I want you to elaborate on that. Do you have older kids, separate kids? Are your kids together? Is that what the issue is? I want to know about that. And then said there is no manual about how to react to your man cheating. Just do what's for you at that point. I think to each his own on that.
I mean, if you're not ready to leave him, what are you going to complain for? You just going to cause problems for no reason? If you're not ready to leave him, yes, I agree. Let that man cheat in peace. You make up a plan on how you're going to leave, because usually the cheating comes out of nowhere. You're not really ready for it or expecting it.
Even so,
I agree with that.
If he cheated and bitch, you forgave him, bitch, then I'm gonna need you to forget that and move the fuck on.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But
if he's cheating, let him cheat.
If you can't, then leave the nigga.
No.
Or if it's a business transaction, then we need
why
to go
do you care?
Go back to back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna go in one part of this house, I'm gonna go another.
And
these fees all lately.
Yeah, that's when the birth or the conception of poly began.
And that's how we go into this topic, right?
Yeah, because that is the conception of poly.
Hey, Biz, what's up, boo?
In peace. Let him cheat in peace. Let's add another nigga on the roster.
And same with bro. Bro, let her cheat in peace. If you ain't leaving her, just don't say anything. Just let it happen until you got a next plan.
Exactly.
This is getting scary.
I had to write shit down because me trying to remember stuff. So I was writing stuff down about today. So I put, no matter how long you've been married, work hard to stay attracted to one another and be physically intimate together. Realize that it's still important to date, flirt, and hold hands. When you stop connecting physically and sexually over time, you'll begin living as roommates. Marriage wasn't created just so you can just lay next to your roommate every single night. It was created so that you can have a connection with someone. Of course, at different stages of our marriage, physical intimacy can look very different. Yes. When you're 80, 60, 70 years old, you probably won't have that same spunk you have now, jumping on and off or whatever. Things may, die down a little bit, but but the goal is then to still be flirting, holding hands, dancing in the living room, having sex with each other. I'm like,
you're not supposed to stop dating.
Yes, you still, find that moment to still have that time with each other. So work hard to try to keep that physical connection as husband and wife, and just not be roommates. Keep that touching, still keep touching one another, still keep holding hands with one another, still keep living, and remember what got you guys together in the first place.
So this telling each other how you really feel. If you don't like the motherfucker right now, tell him you don't like him. Okay? You still love him, but you just can't stand him today. I mean, don't hold it in. Let that shit out.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
plenty and people don't realize that there's so many ways to be intimate within marriage, like during a marriage.
It's not just sex. It's crying together. It's late nights and talking in the living room. It's falling asleep. You know, it's little things. It's talking about how you grew
Drinking
up.
our coffee at the table to talk about our day.
Yeah, and
Yes.
not even about that.
Sweet.
It's like sometimes even reminiscing about like you guys past, and now they have a better understanding of how you grew up, and now they understand of why you might sit here and cry once in a while, or the little triggers, because now they know like the history behind all the things. You know what I mean? Just having those conversations. To be honest, sometimes I've been married for, you know, like I said, 10 years, and it's like I don't want to know about your day, to be honest, and he don't want to know about mine. It's like sometimes you want to talk about other shit. Like it's like outside of that, you know, and it's not even about pillow talking, because honestly, we don't even like when I was married, like I don't even think we really even talked about our friends, because at the end of the day, that wasn't something we want to talk about either. Like you talk to your friends every day about their dramas and their thing. You want to release from that as well. You want to release from work. You want to release from your friends. You want to just connect more with your actual spouse. So it's like there's other things to do to commit to still have that intimacy. And again, it's not all sexual. And if you base your marriage or relationship only solely off of sex, it's not going to go anywhere. And if you
doomed already.
And if you do have children, and I'm saying if you do have children, it's when I say we spontaneously would just get up and take these kids randomly. We used to ride bikes with them in the park. We used to just do little things, connect as a whole, do stuff with your kids. Again, you're going to do stuff separately with your husband as well, but do as much as you possibly can with your kids, because at the end of the day, you want to break that generational curse, because there's certain things that we did not get to do with our parents that now you might see yourself mimicking what happened in the past, and you don't want that for your kids as well. So show that bond, show that connection, show them what love really is. You understand? So that mind you, when they see that happiness, that helps them throughout their day too. You know what I mean? You will see less sad days in your kids. You'll see less hurt in your kids. You'll see more joy, because that's all they know.
Yep.
You understand? Little things, you know, little things.
Snapping. Okay, well, Tia got back to us about this beefing situation with her and her husband. Oh God. Okay, so she said she has 3 children prior and 1 with him who now just turned 1. She said her other 3, their father was murdered when she was pregnant in 2017. Hold on. Crap. Hold on.
So
y'all come in. She was like, her and her hubby always beef over the kids' behavior and how to discipline them.
Well, since she well, well, let me get comfortable. No, okay. I totally understand where she's coming from, because when I got married, I had 1 child before my husband and 1 child with my husband. I actually told my husband, I'm not getting married if you don't treat my child with respect. At the end of the day, it's like it's very hard coming into a marriage or any kind of relationship when you have outside kids, because that child that you like, if he has kids, you're not their mother, or vice versa. They're not his father. They're not their father. So it's like you raise your kids a certain way, and he might not agree, but we got to realize when you actually have kids together, y'all both in agreements and raising these kids equally. But when you already have grown kids, and I don't mean like these are not infants, these are kids that actually can speak up for themselves, it's very hard to actually have somebody come in and try to help raise your kids. So you're constantly going to fight over that. But that other person has to realize that they just now coming into these kids' lives at a certain age where they're not used to your structure or whatever. And it's going to take time for them to build that structure. But the things that you and the mother have to do it together. Like if you guys don't come together, it's like, and you got to be able to have an open mind, even though these are your kids and not technically his kids, but now you're married, he stepped up to be the stepfather to these kids
in the same household.
You still have to have an open mind and kind of take from his viewpoint of parenting and then yours as well. So just don't cut everything off that he's saying. I'm not taking his side for anything, but
definitely.
You gotta there might be sometimes you got to look at yourself too and say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have been doing that with my kids. Like maybe he's right. I can get little things from him that actually will work towards parenting these kids a little bit better. Like, so at the end of the day, if you're going to be stubborn and not want to give in to anything he's saying, some things that he might be seeing that you might not be seeing because you're their mother, or whatever. Sometimes parents tend to be,
you are too close. It's too
sometimes
personal.
parents tend to be so blind to the things that their kids are doing, whether it's behavior or them acting out, or whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. And it takes somebody from the outside to say, you know what, I noticed that he or she was doing X, Y, and Z. Like, maybe we should look into that, or try to turn that around before it gets worse.
Right.
Little things. But no, that's just because trust me, I had the two separate. He had a daughter, I had a daughter, and then we had a son together. So it's like our parenting skills is different, but I took some things from him, and he took some things from me to use with his daughter as well, with the other mother of his child. So it's like everything ended up working and it blended together. But it's just a point of communicating and having an open mind, and don't be so closed off. Like, don't talk to my kids that way. Don't raise your hand to my kids that way. It's like
because they start to pick a side. Yeah, you gotta act as a unit.
Some type of conflict or kind of misunderstanding, but you have to be open-minded and actually take into consideration what the other person's actually saying. If they're wrong, they're wrong. If they're right, they're right. But don't just be like, these are my kids, not yours. But now you're in a relationship, you're in a marriage. Now this is y'all kids. Like,
it's a unit.
Now got a bonus. Like, I do apologize for the loss of your kid's father, but it's like, they got a bonus. They got a second chance at a father. They got a second chance at a father figure. Give them that. It's like,
well, she was saying he's very strict and she's not, and she's not the type to hit them. So that's where their difference come in.
I mean, that's a balance. One can be the bad guy, the other could be the good guy. I guess that's a balance in a way.
Yeah, I mean, even with my children's father, we have different ways of doing things, but I think a lot of times I know this could be different for outside children, but a lot of times if he's scolding them and I don't like it, I will not say much. I'll wait until he's done and we'll go talk and we'll go in the kitchen.
And
I respect that.
Tia just said that. She said they do learn from one another, and she'll let him handle things, and afterwards, she said she got to check him.
Yeah,
she said you got to check him
because sometimes, I act erratically.
But once you're not doing it in front of the kids, I feel like that's where it could go awry. If you're doing that in front of the kids, it's not going to work.
It's not, because then they're gonna be manipulative,
right? But if it's not in front of the kids, I think then that's
you
good.
Guys stand a chance.
Yeah.
But then also at a certain age too, I think helps too. Once they start to grow, having those sit down together and sharing, well, what did you and I know this might come off as strange, like what a kid has to say. So yes, because they're human and they had the third perspective, right? So my daughter's only 5, but the other day she did something that her father did not like, and he's scolding her and going on and on and on. But I saw what she was doing that he did not see, and so there was a moment where I could have let him do it and talk to him or interject, because I saw her get emotional about something he wasn't aware of, right? And he's been gone for about 6-7 months. So there's even like a psychological change for the kids. So I said, hey, babe, can I interject for a moment? And I started asking her a series of questions that I don't think he would have thought to ask. And she was just like, yeah, I was trying to tell Dad that this happened and I wanted to actually do this. And he was like, well, why didn't you tell me? And she was like, because you were talking. And so it's like that, also that I'm speaking, listen to when I speak, but then it's like, it's not a blanket rule. Sometimes, you got to lift the blanket up and say, well, this doesn't apply to this. And so I think sometimes interjecting and just being like asking questions and allowing the child to say, this is what I'm doing. And I say to my daughter right away, I'm not taking your side, because what he was telling you was also right, but you needed to tell him more about what you were doing so that he wasn't scolding you about something you didn't actually do. So just be mindful out of respect. But girl, why he tell her, when I'm wrong, you got to tell me I'm wrong. I was like, no. Now the next day, here go my son. Daddy, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. He did something. My daughter was like, Daddy, wait, you were wrong. I was like, yeah, you don't
put it in there. But Eden said, if he can't discipline your kid or your kids and they live under the same roof, then they can't be together.
You know, Kevin Samuels did say a lot about how stepdads don't get respect.
Yeah.
I mean, in some ways, well, the examples he was given, I guess I agree with him.
Well, I guess the discipline, because then, not Nat goes into, he said he'll never put his hands on anyone else's kids at all, period, blank. And Mr. Brown, he agrees with him. So I do feel like some men do feel like that. They feel like under no circumstance, they might raise their voice and do other disciplinary actions, but they're not going to do any type of physical.
But I don't believe in the physical by other people, but like, you know, actually discipline them. Like if you have to raise your voice, you have to raise your voice to show that, you know, you are some point of authority, but you know, also listen to the kids as well. I always tell like my ex-husband, it's like, have you listened to what your son is saying? Like, listen to him. He's telling you something. It's like, you know, not everything that's happening around him is wrong for you to like yell at him or discipline him. Just listen to what he's saying, because there's a reason why he's doing the thing that he's doing.
Yeah.
So little things, but yeah, I don't really like, I ain't gonna lie, I threaten to beat the shit out of my kids every day.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie either. They hear all the time.
Man, I punch them through the phone. I be at work, I will punch the shit out every day. They be like, what? I'm really not gonna hit them. It's just
Yo, I threaten my kids. I threaten the cat every day. Every day I let them asses know. Like every day. Because I'm outnumbered. As a single mother, I'm outnumbered when it comes to them. So no, I will kick all y'all motherfuckers can get out if you don't want to listen. Basically. But I never, you know, I don't have to do that. I never really had to do that.
I know this is not on topic in terms of answering the question, but I'm so curious to know from the men, why is it always when a relationship doesn't work and there's children involved that the woman always gets stuck with the children? And I don't mean stuck like we don't want and love our children, but why does an additional amount of responsibility that came out of your sack gotta be not only 9 months, but 9 months and plus, but I'm with you all the time? Like, why can't
you got to open the whole motherfucking rabbit hole,
right? Because then, you know, going back to the question of can poly work? You know, is this something that we can open up to? Because for some people right now don't believe that monogamy can be helpful because there's still a need for someone else to be supportive, right? It takes a village, and some people turn to poly because it's a support group. Right. I mean, you don't got to go, you know, have intercourse with the person, but if that works, you know, whatever rocks your boat, sinks my ship, you know. But I'm just saying, like, it to me is and being raised by a single woman, it's like, well, why does he get the freedom of only taking care of himself whenever he wants to, however he wants to?
It's not fair.
It's so unfair.
So Miss Brown said because we use them as a weapon. Nat said he can actually answer this question, so I'm waiting to hear what he got to say about this.
Okay, please, because I just think it's so unfair. Like, before you met me, I was outside hanging from a tree, you know, enjoying my life.
It was hot girl summer all season.
It was hot girl nature summer. This is a fact.
All season long. Right? Fall, winter, spring. Right. It was hot girl summer all the time.
I mean, Matt, we're waiting for you to answer this question.
Right. Why is it like? I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't say that the better half would be to leave the kids with him instead. And I can go live my life. I'm just saying, why are some men driven by the relationship to be an active, present father figure, and not driven by the fact that they still have this beautiful plant, this beautiful family? You know, I told my husband, I said, yeah, I'm not wishing for anything to happen, but let's say life happens and we have to go separate ways. We're still a family. We're still a unit. I still expect you to look at my schedule and my calendar and say, are you available? Before you decide to go hang out with Nancy, Tom, Dick, and Harry, you know, whomever. Like, I would hope that could be the case, but I'm wondering, like, why do men think that it's a pass? I mean, I'm not with you. I can't take the case.
It can go both ways. The man can put the woman on child support if he wanted to. Mm-hmm. The man can demand, you know, that the kids stay with, that he be the main custodial parent, that the children stay with him, that the woman or the mother does visitation. It can go both ways. Like, so, sir, yes, you can get your food stamps if you need, get your, you know, any type of government assistance you may need, just like the way a woman can go on government assistance if she's a single mother. So it can go both ways. So I don't know, like I feel like a lot of men just don't step up.
So Nat says, first off, women are not giving up her kids at all, period.
Not all of them.
And how people look at things, if a woman doesn't have her kids, people feel she must be using drugs or mentally unstable. She said it's plenty of men who would love to have their kids, but how many women are willing to give them up?
But that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm asking. I'm not asking for the separation of where do the kids get to go to. I'm asking why does it always end up? And if it's that the woman doesn't want to give up her kids, of course not. We don't want to. Well, most women don't. I wouldn't want to give up my kids, but I also wouldn't want to be stuck home trying to figure out who's going to watch them so I can go and have some peace of mind. I think that's unfair.
And have some adult time and do what you got to do. Because like when you in the house with them, when it's mostly you, when the burden or the responsibility is all on you, seriously, you got to do shit even when you don't fucking feel like it. So like, can we share that? Like, can we share that? We need to share this.
We need to act as a family, even if we don't get along. You got to look at my calendar and say, "Are you available?"
I would love to split that time with my kids and their father. Right now, I'm the only reliable parent my children has right now. But so my story is a little different, but I would love for them to be able to go with him, spend time with him. Fuck, the summer is here. Stay the summer with that motherfucker. Get to know him, you know?
Why
like,
not?
And I'm not trying to have no hot girl summer. It's just like this.
No, it's just
this is your time.
I've been with them for 6 months. You see them 1 weekend, 2 weekends, 2 weeks. But but if you were living with me, we were in a relationship, they'll see you just as much as I am seen by them. So why not have that? Right.
Yeah. So now that they're not, what is it, out of sight, out of mind, you get to start over? No.
And this is the opening for Poly. Bring on the new dick.
Well,
I
do have something to say. I disagree with what Nat says. Life was lifing for me, and I had to give up my kids for 8 months. In the beginning of me giving up my kids and speaking to the father of my children, how their response is, how are they going to go to work? How are they going to do anything? How to school? Who's gonna pick them up from school? I can't go to work and watch these kids at the same time.
So he was handicapped. He was totally handicapped.
So my whole thing is like, how am I doing this? And you only see them 1 day a week.
Oh hell, Nat he done put his foot in a whole pile of shit.
It's like, so how am I doing? It's like it's like everybody thinks that women are superheroes, that we just have to make this shit work. No, this shit is just as difficult for us as it is for anyone.
Challenges.
And mind you, at this point, I had no choice. Well, he had no choice, because it's either you take these kids or we gonna have to figure something else out, because life was life, and unfortunately with the transition of me selling homes or whatever and work, he had to help me. So my children going over there for 8 months, I still made it my duty to go see them every day and bring them stuff, make sure they eat. I still try to do my part, whatever. And if I can take them on the weekends, I take them on the weekends. I make sure they saw me every day, spoke to me every day, even if I did homework with them, whatever. I was still an active parent, even though I wasn't physically in the house with them. Now I have my children back. And now my children have to see a mental health therapist because they have trauma for staying in the home with their father and their significant others. So now, the way that we as parents raise our kids and take care of our kids now, because the father didn't know what to do, they just, I guess, resort to discipline and torture and stuff that wasn't of loving. The mother gave them love and stability and a connection, and the father gave them
discipline. Yeah.
Well, can I just ignite you right now? Because I gotta read his motherfucking comment. Because right now, his whole Aries is peaking. And this is why I don't like y'all motherfuckers. He goes, Nat is the he. Well, that's the choice. Oh shit, hold on. Because this
That's the
choice women make when they decide to have kids. Men have no choice on if a woman to keep and a woman to keep and a child or get rid of a child. it's a man's it's no man's choice, but it's all on the woman. And you should have thought of that before you had kids. When do women take responsibility for their own decisions that they make?
You right. All right, women, if you want to petition to keep them legs closed and only get half of the rest of the year,
we're like, we ain't done.
Wow. That's a responsibility.
As a woman, it's your choice to make and have these kids. It seems like women make decisions and now y'all blame the men for y'all choices.
Here we go with the victim. Here we go. What?
You lucky I can't delete your black ass right now.
Nah. All right, I'm gonna address you. I'm gonna address you one-on-one. Here we go. This is sex, love, and alcohol. Okay. All right. Yes, we take responsibility when we decide to keep your seed that you couldn't hold yourself back after holding for 5 minutes. We understand it's a struggle. However, be responsible and keep the strap on. But you want to feel it, you want to enjoy it, you want to have a good time, and then decide that once your sperm is gone out of your body, that you're no longer responsible. And wrong. As it is my choice and my responsibility as a woman to decide to keep a baby, it is your choice to keep that shit in your sack. How about that?
What about the men that want the baby?
Okay, hi.
What about the men that are like, oh, I'm so happy?
I actually have two male friends. One is, I think he's a phenomenal dad. And when he first told me, I'm like, yeah, right. You ain't got these kids. This man got custody of all 5 of his children. They are doing phenomenal. He has full custody of all 5 children. He has. Wonderful. And he actually has two different baby mothers, and he has all his kids. And one of the baby mothers, he still continues to pay her child support, knowing that he has the children. He does everything. The kids are graduating, they're excelling, everything. Amazing. And he made sure. And when he got the first set of kids, he actually petitioned for the other ones and told him that he told him that he wants all the kids together. And the second mother was kind of resistant, but then she ended up dating somebody that wasn't too fond of her kids, and she didn't mind giving the kids to him to raise.
Oh, different story. Wow.
I swear that you lucky. You want the heady. I swear you do.
What he
told you. He said, no, you did not tell him to keep the sperm in the sack. He said,
hold the hell up.
He need a mic. What do you?
How can I get on?
You just told us we shouldn't have the kid. So, which way you want to go, bro?
What you said?
You know what, Sean? Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and all of them, all y'all fathers.
And there are great fathers out there.
Now, if you want to call in, it's 929-282-0266. Again, the number is 929-8282.
And make sure you support the show with the Cash App at LA Podcast. Thank you.
So you want to go live? Call in. You see the number 929-282-0266. Nah.
He said that typing in the Patron is kicking in.
I see that damn Patron kicking in with that damn Aries. You. God. Fucking Aries.
So in the case where there are single mothers or there's a situation, are you ladies open to poly or polyandry or polyamory?
I'm gonna be dead ass. So a couple of friends of mine. Well, one is married and one she's going through a divorce, right? So when we all used to work together, I used to talk about starting a whole community of because my kids were a homeschool. They'll be going to school September, but they were homeschooled. So I'm like, we can do the homeschool thing. We can have a cook. Plus, I'm holistic as fuck. So we can have a whole community. Let's grow our own food. Let's do this whole thing. And everyone is down. Now, I don't necessarily want a sister wife where we're sharing a man. I wanted the community of women, let us come together. We all have a common goal in raising our children to be happy, healthy, and to actually have some knowledge on, how to do shit in life, not just being learned from whatever they learn in school. So I was down for it. I don't want to share dick. I don't.
Why not? Why not? Tell us why.
First of all, I don't like
I'm selfish.
One, I don't want to say I'm jealous, but there could be jealousy. It's easy to see how jealousy happens in a poly relationship. I'm not a jealous person. So if I start to get there, then I know that's me getting out of my character and I'm off.
So, oh shit, hold on, because I don't want no one to think that I'm be out here lying and telling, not the truth. Okay, a bitch had a past before, and I didn't care about being a side bitch, or I ain't do shit. So yes, I did share at one point. But now in my life, I do not like to share. Okay, I just want to set it in case somebody's watching. I don't know.
She said just in case somebody try to put me out there.
Just in case.
I know. I can understand if a man can be in love with multiple women or whatever, but I can be in love with. I can love multiple men too. If anything, I would want to be the only woman and have multiple men.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a caller.
Welcome to the Sex, Love, and Alcohol. Hi, Nat.
It's Nat.
Yeah, what up? Yeah, I'm calling in, man. I can't do the typing. I need to call in.
Evidently, your Aries ass. Go ahead. Narcissistic. Yeah. Go ahead. Continue talk.
Yeah, did I just call a narcissist?
Yeah. Hi, Nat.
Yeah, what's poppin'?
What's up? What you want to tell us?
All right, listen. Let me just say this, man. My personal opinion is, y'all sit here and blame men for y'all decision making. I don't get that. Like, I don't understand that. Like, if you knew that nigga was a piece of shit, you knew that nigga was a piece of shit when you met him. He could have been official, he could have been solid, or whatever it may be. But you knew what type of nigga he was when you met him. So at the end of the day, like, how you blame a man for your own decision making? It's like everybody point the finger at men. There ain't nobody say, you know what? I knew that nigga was a piece of shit when I met him. I knew that nigga had narcissistic ways. I knew that nigga was doing this, and I still decided to have a baby. So now at the end of the day, you flip it, and now he to blame? That ain't right.
I hear you, Nate. Nat.
Just like you said, some of y'all motherfuckers, y'all change. As soon as that responsibility hit, y'all motherfuckers is ghosts.
Yeah, not all men start out that way. You
not
don't
all men start
and
that
not all guys start out like, oh, ain't shit, because I wouldn't date nobody that ain't shit. It's just like,
right.
I don't know if I turned them into
niggas because they was fronting in the beginning.
So you admit that the deception is already there. So how are we now the ones to blame? How are we to blame if there's deception?
Listen, hold on. Yeah. When you go out, the deception is there. When you dressed up a certain way, when you go out, you're looking for a certain type of attention. The deception is there. Certain men, it's deception from the jump. Like, we all dealing with deception. So if you're keeping it a buck from the jump, and like you said earlier, it wouldn't even be that though. But everybody got deception. So don't act like when women come outside and throw on certain outfits and they wearing certain things, they looking for a certain type of attention. Not saying all women are, and not saying they do, but men, it's the same thing. It's deception all the way around the board.
We all want to make an impression on each other, but when it comes down to the dating is done, and now we're looking at marriage, it's a requirement for you to not only hold yourself to a higher standard, but for you to hold the responsibility. When the responsibility comes in, it's not about fault.
Word, man.
Okay, commitment is a word. Pussy is a word.
All
sex, love, and alcohol is a word.
Man, I guess Mr. Brown is on your side.
It's about showing and proving.
Wow, Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown is saying women start off lying from the hair being fake, shapers, and makeup.
But you never stop pursuing.
Y'all want a real nigga though. Y'all want a real nigga. But your hair fake, eyebrows fake, titties fake, ass fake. But y'all want a real nigga though. We got to be real.
We just feel balling. So set the standard. So Nat, I'm gonna hold you now. I'm gonna challenge you now to not talk to women that you feel like aren't being real, because I don't see men saying I'm not talking to her. The woman with fake butts, fake tits, whatever you call fake hair, fake nails, they are the ones getting the praise. They are the ones on the platform that's getting the attention, that's getting the money, that's getting the treatment. So what's up?
Right, because y'all are the ones that's eye catching. If a girl coming there looking like Erykah Badu every night, we ain't looking at that, man. It's the one that came in doing
you,
other
sir, for
shit.
admitting-
Of
Who's the
course,
one who
let's be
ain't
honest.
shit? You the
Miss
one that
Tiffany
ain't
was
shit.
right about calling you a narcissist.
Right,
All
well,
right,
I mean,
now.
we don't want to see her
don't want
come
the
in with
Erykah
3, 4.
Badu. Y'all
Even though
scared.
that's
Y'all
the
scared
one
of the
that's the one
spiritual
as your
one. No.
queen.
Y'all
But
scared. Grow up.
she coming in with 3 4s. She wrapped up and got her hair wrapped. She got on no nails, blah, blah, blah. I mean, she don't got, I mean, that's what, we ain't looking at that right now. Right now, we out having drinks with our people. That one that came in with half a belly out, or things that's what we look. Right, I get it. You're right.
Right.
But don't say that it's the deception is on both ends.
Yourself, like everything. It's like you don't. Yeah, everything you just said was just contradicting. It's like, yeah, we like this, but then we not look for that. Then y'all want to be.
He's an Aries.
But listen. On some real shit though, the contradiction part, I do understand what you're saying. I get it. But like, listen, man. If I go out and I'm with my dudes or if she come in wearing 3 4, and that's something that could be wifey material. I mean, that's what you want as your queen. But what came behind her was Little Kim. I'm not saying Little Kim, but I mean the look is what I'm trying to get at. So
Nat. Let me get this straight. So you're gonna bag the shorty that got all the fake shit. Then when you officially bag her, now she gotta look like Erykah Badu, so your friends don't look at her.
No, so
that sounds about right. That sounds about right. That's most men. That's most men.
Not looking at because first
not
of all,
men.
you're supposed to have niggas around. You're supposed to have niggas around you that don't even look at your queen like that, regardless. Period. That's just street shit. That don't happen. But on some other note though, but women y'all in more competition with each other than men are. Like we're not looking at. Women are coming out that way because, girl, let me wear this. I know she's going to be out wearing this, and let me try. Y'all in more competition with each other. It ain't even us.
Really? I look in the mirror. I'm in competition with me. I feel good. I look good. I think it's more women shit.
And then at the end of the day, y'all, like I was just saying to somebody earlier, y'all numbers is low out here. So to pick a good man, you got 45% of the black men in prison. You know what I'm saying? The other 15% is probably gay, homosexual. Then you got like another 10% that's probably in the street, drugged out and fucked up and lost. So if you want to actually find you a good nigga, you're looking at like 7 to 10%. It's an abundance of women out here. So yeah, men flip up.
I'm sorry, Nat. That's called settling. That's called that y'all don't want to change. I don't want. If you could recognize the problem and not work towards the solution, then you're the problem. You're gonna have. If you could recognize that, people gotta change.
You ain't gonna just throw me in the goddamn problem.
I did. I threw you in the
loop.
No, you can't. You in the loop.
I do feel like you can find a good woman. There are more good women out here than there are good men. Okay, it's easier to find a good woman or a woman who settle down more.
Listen, I don't. Look, all right, you know what you do, sister. I'm being honest with you. Take the time and go back. And you got to go back. Go back to Jim Crow. This was all in his rules and regulations how to destroy the black nation. You had to destroy the black man in order that this is all written. This is not nothing new. You know what I'm saying? This is all history. And because the first thing they had to do was get the black man out of the household. Black women are the only women in the world that you're gonna ever hear say, "I don't need no black man for shit." You're not gonna hear the white woman say that. You're not going to hear the Chinese woman say that.
Well,
you're not going to hear the Hispanic woman say that.
Tiana, we're definitely off topic. We're well off topic. But let's talk about that. Y'all keep talking about the black woman, all that. But at one point, we have no choice.
That's what I'm saying.
Motherfuckers don't step up, so we have no choice to do it.
Stop being the victim. Go get some therapy.
There you go.
It is the truth.
You know what?
It's not blame. It's experience.
Yeah, like y'all want to meet in the park and do something.
No. What?
What you say?
No, listen, sister. Listen to my point. Is what I'm trying to say. It's like, I hear what you're saying about everything, and I respect it. But I just think, as individuals, men and women, we all have to take responsibility for the things that we do. We have to take responsibility for our decision making, and sometimes we make bad decisions.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
everyone
make
does
bad
make bad
choices.
decisions.
100% agree with you with that. I'm all
Yes,
for
I
it.
agree with you that.
The
We all
only
make
shit I
mistakes.
actually agree with you on.
That was about
we
to say
all
the
agree
same
with
thing.
We all grown. We all grown adults. So when a woman's at a man's house or whatever they're doing, she know within her mind, like, damn, I know this shit might go down tonight. She know what she's doing. She's a grown woman. It's not like a man took it. She know what she's doing. So in the process, if she do get pregnant in the process, she know ahead of time that this was a possibility.
We all know it's a possibility. We all took the health class, but we're saying that when things hit, when let's say you are dating and you go through those dating phases and you get that person pregnant, we're saying, why is it that the woman is left to figure out her schedule, the children's schedule, and her boss's schedule, and the world's schedule by herself? Why can't she still get that male support?
All right, you know why? You know why? Because the woman was the bearer of life. She had to carry this seed. It wasn't listen, I didn't. This is a woman. This is in her. It's in her. This is a woman. You can't go against that as far as a woman deciding to have this child and do all that. What if the man didn't want this kid? She kept it anyway. So yeah,
again, responsibility. If you know you don't want no children, then you need to ask all the questions during dating, like Empress and Tiffany said. Ask the 1,000 questions. Do you want kids? Because I don't want kids. Rather than being like, well, I can have some kids because I got a sack full of them. No, say I'm not interested. Say I'm not. That's not where I'm trying to go with this. And then when you go into the bedroom, be adamant. I'm all for men having standards. And if you're going to take it back to the Willie Lynch and call it Black Power this and Black Renaissance this and Black men didn't know and Black men are in jail. Okay, we know what the problem is. We've grown up with, some of us grew up with single mothers, and we know that sometimes the stress and the pressure turned into a conversation where there are multiple men coming around your children. However, you cannot run from the responsibility and decision that you have on your own. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but let's keep it 100. We all say that, but once you get in that bedroom, everything goes out the fucking window. So I mean, I hear you.
Catch it in your mouth. Eat it out. Catch it in your mouth.
Oh, yeah, but everything goes out the window. That shit don't. Everybody say that.
Kids get snipped.
Or snip it, or catch it in your mouth.
I'm a firm believer that you can't control.
Wait, time out. What did you say?
Thank you so much for coming to Sex Lover.
Time out. Can you just repeat that? What did you say?
I didn't hear that last part either.
What is it, Chrissy? Plug us in.
SLA.
Listen.
Support the show.
All right. Well, at the end of the day,
thank you, Nat, for calling in. We do appreciate you.
Yeah, y'all enjoy your night. I'm gonna get back to this Patron, and y'all have a wonderful one. I appreciate y'all.
All right, thank you, Nat. Yo, Tia had me dying. Okay, let's read this. She said the whole time y'all be having us thinking you got a good job, income flowing, a big dick. Turns out it's a shrimp. You only have Cash App and stealing from the only job y'all had to stunt on the gram. Yo, Tia. Yo.
Damn.
Condoms or something.
It's crazy out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a firm believer that you can control not having a baby. You can control that shit. You're in control of it.
On both sides.
On both sides.
I do agree with Nat on sometimes too. Some women do decide to have their kid.
To have a baby.
Yes, and the guy didn't want
anyway. By an ain't shit nigga and a dude told you that he didn't want it. I do agree
that part. I do agree.
But that woman has to then accept the responsibility that she procreated with an ain't shit ass nigga. But at
correct.
Or with a person that's saying they did not want to have kids.
Correct.
You made that decision.
Yes.
So Nat, you're not wrong. I agree.
That.
But
we
that
agree
whole shit that y'all can have.
But that still does not exclude you from your responsibility of now
taking care
of the child. Like I think you should still have to step up in some type of way. Whether you are going to just be supporting this child just through child support, or you're going to actually physically be in this child's life. Either way, I still think you have to be responsible for this because you guys went half on a fucking baby. Okay?
Exactly. That part.
Like the song says. And you still went half. But But yeah, niggas be lying and women be lying. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta ask motherfucking questions. Just period.
You gotta ask the questions. You gotta be real with yourself.
Talking longer. Just keep them talking as long as possible. Eventually, the mask is gonna fall the fuck off. It always does. You can't keep
and
it
trust your gut. Even if it seems like you might miss out, it's better to give yourself a try and trust yourself before you give somebody else a try and trust them.
You don't need no one's validation. Like straight up. No
Straight
one.
up.
But
not even an Aries.
I'm done.
But as far
with
as
their narcissistic contradicting ways, because baby,
he said, "Don't, Mister, is that your
he would have had me drinking next to him? Like, what the fuck is going on? He would have had me drinking.
God damn.
I mean, yeah, you can ask that question. If that is something that, but this is what I'm saying, man. If that is something that's you want to know, ask the bitch if that's her head. If that's not her head, then I guess you're gonna make this decision. You're not gonna fuck with her no more, right?
Or you don't care enough to know. Either you ask or you don't care enough to know.
But women also don't get offended if they ask. They want to know. They got their standards. They have a man has standards. They should have standards. If they know what they want, me too. Like if you're comfortable, and I think I said this recently too on Instagram. I said, I'm so sick of men knowing that they like a particular type of woman, right? Physically, not just intellectually, but physically. But they like big breasts, but they'll date a small breast woman, and then they'll look at the small breast woman and be like, I really, it would be nice if you had big breasts, or it would be nice if you did this. And it's like, listen, if you know what you like, stick to your standards and stick to it. Because getting with a woman that doesn't meet your caliber of what you're looking for, then she starts to feel like she's not meeting, she's not meeting your standards. She becomes aware of it, I should say. And that can make things difficult.
Thank you for tuning in and conversing with us. We
appreciate
it. Truly appreciate your calling in and your opinion.
And you better be around for this goddamn dating show because we definitely need to hear you in person.
With the poetry.
Nicola, definitely agree with you on Rebel. The men need to, say what they want.
They do.
So, Mr. Brown, are you telling this hoe on the first date, like, yo, I need real hair? Or are you just going to let her rock with her fake hair?
I think here's a clever way to say it. I really like your hair. Do you do different styles? What motivates you to do different styles, right? And then get into the conversation about it. Maybe.
Yeah, but some people can't take
that. Women are not comfortable. Yeah.
I know a lot. We are all beautiful women on this show, right? So I know people will hit on you, whether in your DM, you walk by, like they see you in person. Oh my God, you're so gorgeous. You're so gorgeous. Oh my God, you're so gorgeous. We get that all the time.
Right.
I literally told somebody because they fucking got on my nerves with the "you're so gorgeous" thing. Whatever. I said, no, I'm not. They said, yes, you are. You better look in the mirror. I said, tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to send you a picture because without this hair, without this makeup, without these nails, without these lashes, shorty be looking like a whole troll. So I'm going to send you
not a troll.
So no, I kid you not. And he was like, no, without that, you're still a beautiful woman. I can see it. Stop trying to paint this picture in your brain of what you think I look like without all this extraness. Because like, honestly, on a given day, like that's one of my insecurities. And again, I know my insecurities are, I don't feel like I'm the most gorgeous, prettiest person in the world. Like, I think I'm actually less than most or whatever. And that's why I doll myself up every day. That's why I invest in makeup. That's why I do all these things to make myself feel better inside by dolling myself up to look a certain way. But I actually sent this man a picture on my regular day. He blocked me, told me I'm a liar, and that's not me.
He blocked you and called you a liar after you've already told him the truth.
Yep.
They stupid. They dumb. Men dumb. They just dumb.
Yep. It's like after telling him, showing him the real me. This is what I said. If you ever were to date me or anything, this is what you will see on a regular day. I'm not gonna lie. When we go out, trust me, you're gonna have a bad bitch on your arm. But in the house, you're gonna get all of this. All of this. This is what you're gonna have. Like, but I think that's what it is. Like, I don't know.
You about to make me go into women empowerment, Chrissy. You about to make me go into women empowerment, Chrissy. I'm not liking what I'm hearing.
But I'm like, you got to realize, it's like, you got to accept all of me. Don't paint this picture of in your brain of what you think I should look like or what you want me to look like. No, this is me. This is me every day. I said on that special occasion, yes, I always tell people dress the part, dress for the occasion. But at the end of the day, my normal occasion is No wigs, no hair, no
But
makeup.
I respect what she's
no
saying
nothing.
because I had gotten to a back and forth with a man before. His standard, no, he need his woman dipped out all the time, regardless if she's home,
Was that an Aries?
going out.
I'm done. Was
No,
that
he
an
was
Aries?
not an Aries.
Was it Virgo or
Like that.
Aquarian?
He is like, he doesn't care. And I said, and people were like, yo, you're walling it. I'm like, yo, but he wants what he wants. He likes what he likes.
That's right.
His woman knows this. So she know she can't be walking around. He does not like that scarf. Like, your hair needs to be done. Like, and he knows what it costs.
Right.
So he willing to pay for it to make sure that she's like that all the time. There's no downtime.
I actually know somebody that actually that goes to bed beat.
I'm petty. I'm like, you too. You gotta look good all the time.
To the T.
Right? I was
bed.
you too.
In bed, so that her husband, whatever, don't roll over and see. He wants to roll over to like that fit what he sees on a normal day. Like, so she goes to bed with makeup on.
No, that's too much work.
It is what it like. Some people, that's why I said some guys demand certain things.
Then date what you like date right. Go in that direction. Stop going in the direction and where you think you're gonna change somebody. It goes for men too.
Right. And but women, you also gotta feel comfortable in that. If you're okay with your man demanding that and you giving your man that, so when we he and ha around this damn table and no one talking about it, be like, fuck y'all, I'm comfortable with what I do. Okay?
Right.
Everyone has to own it. Point blank period.
What did Drake say? Sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you're the prettiest.
Okay, no shade, but Drake be dating girls from Sri Lanka. I was just saying, they got fresh water over there. I can't. I don't know. Like, fresh water do the skin some good. I mean, of course you walk around.
You know what, Rebel?
They need a toxic. Look what happened in New York. You know what I mean?
And they got free healthcare.
Right. The fuck? I just broke a nail. You know how much money I gotta make to go get that fixed?
I want you to be you all the time.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree with that as well. I want you to be you all the time. Definitely. I tell motherfuckers straight out the gate. I am not a makeup person, none whatsoever. Okay. You on the regular day, I be looking like who shot John, okay?
And forgot to kill him.
And I'm working, I'm doing, but when it's time to step out, depending on the crowd, like I'm a chameleon, okay? I can go with all crowds. Will never embarrass you.
That's what I'm saying.
I also accept that
we ready.
Right. And for my man as well, like I know you're not gonna have a straight lineup all the time. Like I know that ain't gonna be up. But nigga, if you gotta go out, you better get your life because I will leave you home.
Well, put that hat on because we are not doing that today.
You ain't gonna embarrass me out in these streets. Can you get dressed?
Yeah. But then again, I think that's the thing too. Like if you like somebody that has a good fashion sense, even if that is me, like basketball shorts and a t-shirt in the house and we playing Street Fighter together, right? I'm comfortable with your personality. I'm comfortable with your heart. I'm comfortable with how your heart shows up on your face. So therefore, when we go outside together and you dress nice, it's because when I saw you, that's how you were dressing. Like I'm not dating a guy with his pants hanging underneath his butt. No. I'm not even looking his direction, right? No. So it's kind of like, again, go in the direction, know what you like, and also accept a person for how they are. Because I might like maybe a few years ago, I wasn't wearing like clip-ins, or I'm still not comfortable wearing wigs, you know, but back as a teenager, I was wearing half of wigs and sew-ins and things like that. But then I had to redefine myself for myself. It was a phase. Right, it was a phase of feeling comfortable and beautiful without going to the store without makeup on. Then I had to start taking care of my skin. Then I had to start seeing my personality in my face. I think that development of your beauty and what you think of yourself, once you lock in with you, the guy that you date, if he ain't feeling that, he ain't for us. That's how I be talking about myself. He ain't for
straight
us.
up.
If he don't like when my hair is curly under the water, it's key for what you said. The woman has to be secure with herself, who she is. 100%, and like you said, we don't always start out like that. We don't know what we want, who we are. It takes us to grow and to experience the things. And then once you get to that point, you are able to tell, you're able to tell a man what you want.
Yeah, or show him. I think
Yes.
one thing I've been told is that whether she's wearing a wig or not, it's her ownership of her decision that's most attractive to a man anyway. How she owns that wig, he's feeling it. How she owns her natural hair, he's feeling it.
The confidence and everything.
Ownership is, you gotta own it, you know. So if, right now I decided to flip it.
Like he was saying, like Nat was saying before, a lot of men want that, you know, that I guess that Instagram model type bitch or whatever
put together, yeah.
But they won't talk to, they won't talk to Erykah Badu. They'll wife her, but they'll talk to and fuck, you know, the Instagram model or whatever. It's like men are more visual, very visual. So they want to see you dolled up in a way. So yeah, y'all could say y'all don't like the wigs or the shapewear or the fake ass or the tits, but y'all go for that shit. So I don't know. It's a major contradiction.
It is, but then you have the men who, like Andre 3000, would probably not necessarily go for the like.
That's true. And those are the ones that I want to attract.
Those are exactly.
Yeah. Those are the ones I'm interested in tracking. Like you said, the other day, yesterday, a dude tried to holler at me, the one with his pants was hanging down his ass and all this shit. And the way he looked like he didn't even have a driver's license, couldn't get a driver's license. Like New York State is not letting you drive, sir. It's giving D-weeds all over you. So that's the type of nigga, and he wants to compliment me. Thank you for the compliment. I think your hair looks nice, but no, you cannot have my number. Goodbye.
This down here, she rude. You come to me talking to me with your pants hanging down, I'm gonna be like, your mother didn't give you no training. You trying to get dicked in the butt?
Yeah,
that's what you want. How you talking to me?
The butt? I mean, that's the signal. That's the signal.
And then I like literally was on J Street, and I was going in a GameStop to get a controller because we were having game night at my house. And as the guy is rolling up the weed in front of the door. I didn't say excuse me because come on, common sense. This is an entry exit way. Move out the way. I'm not about to say excuse me. And I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a little rude anyway. So I opened the door and he was like, dang, Mom, that you didn't say excuse me. Like I was like, say excuse me for what? How about you say excuse me? You're in my way.
And everyone's
through the door.
Everyone's way.
When I say I was so livid, I was so upset. So then I'm about to leave out and go to another store. And my husband called me. And Lord knows, I don't know, he be moving mountains from other places. He just be, if I tell him something, somebody will show up and another person show up and it'll just be a problem. So I'm just like, yeah, everything good. It's be all good. It's good. Then the guy comes in the store and he was like, yo, do you know where such and such is? I said, I don't work here. He was like, oh, I just want to say sorry because yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, let me get out the store. And I just walked out because you try to start an argument with me. You find me attractive. You think that I'm going to talk to you. Know your league, baby. And I'm not even want to be cocky, but that really upset me because it wasn't just about looks. It was about like demeanor and respect. Yeah. Like you don't come at me, try to have an argument with me and then think I'm going to try to talk to you. I don't know what these girls are trying to represent. All that representation shit can get you fucked up because I ain't her. I ain't she.
I ain't she. I ain't her.
Rebel Dynamite.
But okay. Rebel, polygamy or no?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Go for it.
Okay. Christina.
You thought she was going to say no?
I'm just.
You thought Rebel was going to say no.
I'm trying to get her around the table.
Wait, let me justify myself. I think I need to mature in multiple areas in my emotional world before I actually go in that direction. However, I'm so in need of a village right now. Like the fact that I have sisters and cousins and they're not even checking up on me to see how I'm doing. That the fact that I have to do a lot of things by myself and I have to also direct my husband in certain areas, I'm overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. So if at times I feel like I'm not enough in my marriage. Mm-hmm. Physically, attractively, not enough. Not doing enough. Because I'm still growing and learning, I feel like I'm playing catch up. Right? I'm only 30, but I feel like I'm playing catch up. Trying to learn how to cook these different dishes. Trying to do this because these things weren't taught to me. So I feel like I'm always coming up short. So if another woman comes in and starts cooking, yeah, I'm going to feel uncomfortable. But I can always go outside. If she here, I can go out there.
You going to go outside.
I joke. Maybe no.
I'm a weak.
I know, but in all reality, I think it's possible. It's just a matter of our principles don't change because there's somebody else there. And I'm not a double standard person. I think that there's some things I don't understand, so I might come off as I'm double standard. But I think it's possible it could work. But then it becomes, for me, it becomes a business transaction. Sis, what do you do? Are you an accountant? Good. You can help us with these funds. You know, or you want to open daycare?
Rebel, you know? Just let you know, Tia agrees with every goddamn thing you saying.
Hello, Tia!
Yes, but there are different types of poly relationships where there's the sister wives, or where you guys like have a girlfriend, you know, share a girlfriend. That's like for the same sex or bisexual couples or whatever. There are different polyamorous, polygamous, whatever type of relationships. But I agree with the whole community support. I just am not interested in sharing no penis.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless, you know, the poly opens up and expands where we have a sister wife, and as a sister, I got a relationship with, I don't know, it could get messy with me. So, you know, maybe not sharing one man, but two, maybe. I don't know. It could work. Tried it? No. Gotta live your life. Not everybody quiet on me. Wow, a lot of monogamy here.
No, but
a lot of monogamy here. I feel singled out.
No. But Mr. Brown also kind of agree with you saying he doesn't believe poly is just for sex. It's also for business and building.
Yes.
And I
agree with that. I totally agree. I'm here for the community. Okay. I'm here for it all the way. Cause like, I do need help with these kids. Like I said, there are days that you got to do it when you don't fucking feel like it. And as women, even, and like you said, Rebel, there are days where you have to guide your man, the man that you're with. And a lot of women say that shit. Like, I got to raise the kids and my man, or I got to help him out with his shit. He doesn't anticipate my needs the way I anticipate his needs. So like, I hear you, but like, I'm not trying to share dick. Unless let's just figure that out.
I think deep down inside, I don't really want to share the dick either, but I also don't like the feeling of feeling like I'm there's some lack there. Like, even if it's not true, I don't like, I think know your partner. I think that really just comes down to knowing your partner, right? Know your partner, ask your partner for grace, right? Because they might have met you in a point where you didn't know how to drive, and that becomes part of the relationship where there's some exchange there, right? And I think that's where for me, when Chrissy was talking about the walks in the parks, and we were talking about that, you know, without the title of marriage, I do love the idea of being like, remember when you met me at 23 and I didn't know how to cook, and now I'm cooking eggplant parmesan and, you know what I mean, vegan dishes. And it's like, you get to laugh and talk about the growth, but it really requires a village still. Even if it's not poly, I think maybe a sister or two could come in and be like, bro, right? Because I think tone for men too, I've noticed, like, another woman with a certain voice might reach your man differently than yours. Like, you know, like when you met him, your voice reached him where you motivated him, but you don't get him to actually move, if that makes sense. Like, you can share your ideas of what he could do, but he won't move on it. But another woman might be able to get him to move. And that
but do you really want that bitch to make him move, though?
There's a guy, again, outside that might be able to make me move the way that my husband might not. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying that.
No, it's true. No, I completely understand what you're saying. I completely do. It is true. You could have had an effect on someone, whoever that you're with, at one point in the beginning. But then I definitely feel like that constant intimacy makes that stay live.
No,
like you saying, being able to move him.
To be honest, it would be completely uncomfortable to know that another woman has an effect on my man the way that I've been working so hard to have that effect on him. But again, as I said,
jealousy, it's jealousy.
Yeah, it could be like a little bit of, dang, I wish I could do that. And it is jealousy, but not in a way where it makes me want to hurt either of them in any emotional way.
It just plays with your self-esteem in a way.
Yeah.
A lot of women are in poly relationships and don't even know it.
They're not in the poly. They don't fucking know it. They don't mean they're in the poly. But Sean said, Rebel, you need to stay with him. You are enough, okay? Because you truly are.
Thank you.
Yes. I mean, shit, we are enough. Okay, that's right.
Oh, you there? We lost you for a second. You back?
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I did want to say, because we do have to wrap up soon, that I am 100% for poly in every way, and I feel that I wish I could have had poly in my marriage. A woman, more so another woman than a man. The woman could have benefited me and him, more so me than him, but me. No, I do feel like because no matter what, like it's no thing. I'm 100% bisexual, like, but I enjoy women more than I enjoy men. But I fell in love with my husband, but I felt like I was also missing something. Like there was something missing within my marriage. And prior to my marriage, I was in the lifestyle. I was a full-blown swinger every day, every week, had parties, all the stuff. And for me to enter a marriage where somebody was just learning their sexuality, I mean, like not learning their sexuality, but like exploring different sexual natures and things or whatever. It's like he was open to a lot of things. And I was getting into that. And I was happy that he was welcoming all of my explorations and everything. And he was open-minded to trying all these things with me, but we just never got to that point of it in our marriage. But I don't think it would have been a doubt that he probably would have said no. But we just never got to that point. But I feel like I was missing something in that aspect within my marriage.
Tia, we love you too, both.
Thank you, Tia. Thank you, everybody that came and tuned in. I think the gist of what we all collectively said, it was just that know what you want.
Yes.
Don't ever know what you want and be honest with the person about what it is that you want. Don't ever feel like rejection is a final say about where you're going to end up in life, because that person knowing what they want, they saving themselves the headache and the resentment and and the regret of, wow, I took a chance, I tried to change you, but in the end I end up changing. I end up becoming bitter, sour, uncomfortable, and just uncomfortable looking in the mirror, and then I got to rebuild myself. And it's okay. Life experiences sometimes happen so that you can rebuild. But just if you can avoid, if you know that if you see the red flags, don't go get your green can of paint and paint that shit green.
We try. We be painting.
You cannot change.
I mean, it's okay, baby. Let's do a rainbow.
You cannot change people. Stop trying. Be honest with yourself and what you want, and they have to be honest with themselves as well.
So the takeaway tonight is know what you want and don't settle hoes.
And if you don't know
what you want, don't settle, and accept people for who they are when they show you who they are, and don't try to change them or think, you know what, that's not what they want. I'm gonna show them what they want.
You ain't gonna change my mind. I'm a grown-ass woman. So
you can't change no one, and the final say is everybody deserves to try poly in their life, so try it. I'm just saying.
I tried it. It was great. Didn't last. I was chosen. That's it.
And if you never tried swinging, try it. It's a beautiful thing. You'll have so much.
I got on a swing. I went up. I went down. I got off.
You'll be skipping down the street every day, not knowing why the fuck you skipping. You be all happy at work. Your whole attitude. Trust me, you be a changed person.
I want to find like a partner that I can explore that life with, like someone that I know is, we agree when it's time to play outside of each other. Not doing that shit behind my back, like you just gonna hide that shit.
Don't beg me for it. Don't beg. Don't beg for it.
No, I really want to find someone that I can explore that with. I think that will be so fucking cool. So I'm not that in that aspect. I'm willing to share when we agree, when we come together and we discuss it. Other than that, no. No.
And also, like, we did speak on a lot today, as far as like relationships and stuff too. Communication is key. Compromise is key. Don't forget to explore, date, do different things. Going out to eat and spending money all day ain't it? Because honestly, society is getting more and more expensive. It's getting a little bit harder out here to even try to even date. Come up, use your brain, think out the box, try to find different things in life to try to do to, you know, my whole thing is like listen to your partner, because they might not be actually telling you verbatim what they want, but they're telling you what they want. They're telling you what they like. The thing is that you have to kind of listen to them and read in between the lines, and you know, do things that is good for the both of you guys. And sometimes it might be a little bit uncomfortable to try different things, but then again, you never know what you like until you try.
That's right. Because now we're clippings, baby.
Oh shit!
Not the same thing. Anyway, thank you.
On that damn note,
I cannot.
We thank everyone for tuning in. And
yes,
we love y'all. We really, really, really do. We love
thank
y'all.
You for, Nate, right? Nate or Nat, whatever. Thank you for Nat for calling in. You know, hopefully the Patron bottle isn't talking to you right now, but. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody in the views. We had a lot of mix of guys and females in the comments today. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. And you know, we are here each and every week. I do appreciate Ro for coming through with us once again to bless us with her presence and her views on life and marriage and relationships and everything. We are appreciative, but next week we'll be back again at 8 p.m. Shout out to our sponsors, because you know we were so lit today. We did no fucking commercials at all. But listen, since we did not get to pay the bills today, support sex with alcohol. No bills were paid today. So SLA podcast, please support the show, because we were so lit. We even do the commercials. You know, they're gonna be like, they taking back their sponsorship money and shit. You know, we need that. We need that. But yes, thank you guys for everything. Shout out to Your Story is Our Story for your event planning. Shout out to Noquasia. She's one of the newest artists signed to the Evening Rush Entertainment.
Amen.
Make sure you download her album, her singles on iTunes, and make sure you download the app, the Evening Rush Network app. You don't have to always go to YouTube and watch it, but it's a good thing. Make sure you download the app. You can catch up on all the shows, not just our show, but every single show on the network. We are syndicated. We are heard all over, near and far, and there's so many different shows from all over that are signed to the Evening Rush Network.
Everyone.
So make sure you guys download that. If you're into sports, comedy, talk about celebrities. We don't talk about celebrities here, because they ain't in my business. I ain't in this. So
that's a fact. Hello.
Honestly, we all work too much to even stay involved in the celebrity business. I'm gonna be there.
We are celebrities. Hello. Empress, Miss Cummings, Cookie, Rebel.
I ain't got the time for that. So, but there's so many different things that you can tune into. Even there's like a lot of music shows on the network, whatever. If you're into like different kind of DJs have shows, there's so many different things. And if you yourself have something to say and don't know how to get out there and do so, hit up the Evening Rush Network. You can hit them up one day, Instagram, and DM them. They will sign you to the Evening Rush Network and get you started with your very own podcast, so you can get yourself out there. They will supply everything for you. You just got to come with yourself and your computer. That's it. That's what you need, yourself. And they will do everything for you. And this is a streaming network that is, again, heard all over. And you know, make a name for yourself. And you know, podcasting is a new thing for everybody nowadays. So if this is something that you want to do, if you have a passion about something like I did, you know, invest in yourself and hit up the Evening Rush Network. You know, join a winning team, you guys. And again, thank you, Rebel, Tiffany, Empress, myself, the Missing Rain. We are your hosts, and we'll be back next week with another dope show. So see you guys next Friday at 8 p.m.
I love you, ladies.
What's wrong? What happened?